What's up everyone, Patrick here, welcome back. And in this next video, what we gotta do is evaluate these expressions here. So we're gonna get some more practice dealing with rational exponents. So starting with number one, we got 16 to the power of 3 over 4. Now with rational exponents, personally what I like to do is I like to split them up like that. So I split up the numerator, split up the denominator. The denominator is at the bottom, so we're left with a 1 at the top. And 16 to the power 1 over 4 gives us 2. And then we'll have the 3. And then 2 to the power 3 gives us 8. Now, you could have also, as I mentioned in previous videos, did 16 to the power of 3 to the power 1 over 4. The order in which these go doesn't really matter. However, if you're not using a calculator on a test, then 16 to the power of 3 can be a little bit, it could take some time to do. You're going to have to multiply 16 3 times. Versus here, 16 to the power 1 over 4, it's easy to get to the 4 through to 16, and then to the power of 3, that ends up being 8. So personally, I like to go this way. Now, number 2, we got 64 to the power negative 5 over 6. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to rewrite this as 1 over 64 to the power of positive 5 over 6. Because if you remember, if we have an expression to the negative exponent, that's equal to 1 over that same base to the power of that positive exponent. Right? So in this case, the a is the 64, and then the x is the 5 over 6. And then we just use this rule to get that over here. And then the 64 can go to the power of 1 over 6, and then that's going to go to the power of 5. So 64 to the power 1 over 6 is 2. The 6 through to 64, then that's going to be the power of 5. That's going to be 1 over 32. So that's the answer to number 2. And then number 3, we have 10 to the power of 2, which would give us 100. Then we'd have 100 to the power of 3 over 2. So this would be like 100 to the power of 1 over 2 to the power of 3, which would give us 100 all over 10 to the power of 3. Right? The square root of 100 is 10. To the power of 3 would give us 1,000. And then this simplifies to 1 over 10, like that. Another way you could have potentially done this is we'd have 10 to the power 2, and then this 100 we can change to 10 to the power of 2, and that'd be to the power of 3 over 2. So this would end up being 10 to the power of 2, and then 2 times 3 over 2, notice the 2's would cancel out, so we'd have 10 to the power of 3. And so notice we have 2 10s in the numerator, 3 10s in the denominator, so we end up with 1 10 in the denominator. Or 10 to the power 2 over 10 to the power 3, we could subtract the exponents because it's the same base, so we'd have 10 to the negative 1, which is equal to 1 over 10 to the power of positive 1, which is 1 over 10. So whichever way you go about it, the answer to number 3 is 1 over 10.